My name is Adele Calhoun, and I'm one of the authors of Spiritual Rhythms for the Enneagram. And I want to talk to fours, my beloved fours, about spiritual practice that can help them unlearn some of the default reactions that they have. So I'm a four, and I know that I've spent a lot of time thinking about what isn't happening. Um, Fours have this ability to just constantly long for what's not available, what's not accessible. Fours often make holes in reality just so they can long for something to be different. And because of that um, sense that something is always missing, this conversation isn't deep enough, this relationship isn't close enough, this reality isn't happy enough, this room isn't beautiful enough, that sense of um, nothing measuring up to some idyllic romantic standard really keeps fours from being in the present moment and receiving the beauty and the gift of reality as it is. And so the spiritual practice that has meant a lot to me is keeping a gratitude journal, um, numbering the gifts that have been given in each day, and it helps me realize what is and the glory in what is, and that there are myriads of transcendencies in every day. There are wonderful ways to go on God hunts and find God in each day and in people and in the things that are happening. Even in the sadnesses, I've found that by giving thanks and seeing God in what is, I share the sadness with God. That I'm not alone in sadness. I'm not alone in the things that don't feel like they are enough. And so I want to invite you to practice what Ann Voskamp calls 1,000 gifts, and to be able to find the gifts not just in the things that are happy, but the gifts that are in your daily reality, the gifts that show up in pain and the gifts that show up in not enoughness. Um, in a time of deep pain, I remember starting with the number one and saying, God, just help me see what good there is in spite of this deep, deep sorrow that I carry and deep loss. And day after day, number by number, week by week, and month by month, I got to 1,000. When I got to 1,000, I started over. And I've done this practice um, over and over. I don't know how many times, but it is something that has grounded me and steadied me and given me hope that no matter what happens, God is here, God is present, and there is always room to be grateful. Uh, go with God.